My man JK, man, it's in the building. What's up, brother?
What's good, man? What's good, man?
What's going on, man? No, I was just before you came on. I was just showing the Knicks love because what they accomplished was remarkable, man. And I
Yeah,
just had to show love to them, man, because when I look at how they started and where they ended up and how they won 10 years ago a chip on a college level, Villanova in 2016, and turned it back, and those three guys are together 10 years later winning the NBA Finals. That's unprecedented and historical. So I did want to show love to New York. You know what I mean? So
definitely. And his pop is also an assistant coach for Jalen Brunson. It don't get no better than that to win a chip with your own pop. Like that's crazy. Like, and
yeah,
his pop's played
yeah,
in the league too, and he played for the Knicks too.
yeah. He did. He did.
Yeah, so
He did.
it's all full circle. I think it was just a Cinderella year for them, especially after Game 4. Like, you know what I'm saying, how the way that
Right.
ended and how, they did that for New York. You would have thought they won the chip that night. You know what I'm saying? So I think
Exactly.
so. I got to salute my head to them. Villanova is my favorite college team. I was actually out there celebrating with the Villanova and all that when they won in 2016. That was crazy too. So it
You
was good.
was?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was cold. Yo, it was cold as shit that night, but everybody was outside. It was so cold that my phone froze. Like my phone cut off. I was trying to text my man. Shout out my man. I can't remember my man that go to Villanova. Shout out to him. I
Yeah.
can't say his name. I can't remember his name, but I was trying to hit him
Okay.
up to link up with him, and my phone died because it
Right.
was so cold. Like it was crazy.
That's wild, bro. But salute to them, man. Salute to Jay Wright, one of the best college coaches, of all time. I definitely think he's a top 10.
Yeah,
Definitely, I don't know if he's the top 5 because there's a lot of good college coaches, but he's definitely in the top 10 for me.
he up there for sure, for sure.
You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But let's get with these topics, man. Before we get started, man, I do want to say tomorrow is the 55th birthday for Tupac Shakur, one of my favorite rappers of all time. The Gemini season is still here, so all y'all cancers, you gotta wait, okay? It's still Gemini season,
Facts.
and I love Tupac, man. One of my favorite rappers. When I was in grade school, I actually did hit him, keep your head up for putting on the hits when I was in grade school. I had a Carhartt vest on. I had the Howard University old school, hoodie on. I had my
Mm,
Timbs on, and I was on stage doing "Keep Your Head Up." So yeah,
fire.
man, I'm a big Tupac fan. I actually bought his tapes, Tupacalypse, and all that. Like I'm not one of those guys that came on the scene with Me Against the World. I was from the rip. You know what I'm
Early
saying?
bird, early, yeah.
Yeah, Brenda's got a baby and all that. So I'm an OG, as you can see. I got the grades to prove it. And I just had a birthday myself. So salute to Tupac. We're going to get more into that later. But I also want to say before we get into the rest of the topics, today is the 16-year anniversary for Drake's Thank Me Later. And Thank Me Later is one of his best
Mm.
albums. I know Take Care kind of like outshines it, but for me, I like Thank Me Later. Okay, I really, really like it. And it also got him his first nominee Grammy for that album as well. So,
Mm.
and don't forget about Michaela on Fire, that badass chick that was in the video. Okay, I was definitely checking her out back in the day. I was like, yo, who the fuck is this? So, yeah, I mean, and that's why fucking Drizzy's resume when it comes to these hoes is on another fucking level. I don't know. And you know what? I get it and I understand what Ho was saying, but if we talking resume far as hoes, Drake to me got JB. That's just my opinion. I'm standing on that. Okay? When it comes to the hoes. I know he got Beyonce. That's one chick. Okay,
Yeah,
you can't just say Beyonce just knocked all the bitches he fucked out. Like, no. Hell no. We ain't doing
that's a bold
that.
statement, bro. This is the thing. This is the thing. When it come to Jay-Z, you got to remember though, he come from an era where there's no social media,
Media.
none of that. But you heard a lot of the rumblings of the Aaliyahs, certain R&B chicks that we may not
Right.
know about. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, listen. I can agree only because we could see, and Drake put it in every single song, and that's why Iceman is crazy. When I
Right.
really go back and I heard that he been dissing
Shout
certain
out to my
people.
man Art Mark. He said that's not a real argument. It's not a real argument because we don't know all the chicks that Jay-Z bagged. But if we just looking at the optics of what Drake bagged versus what we know to date with Jay bagged, Drake got him. If we just talking on that. Now, if we knew what Jay bagged, then we might have a different conversation. I'm just talking about the optics of it all. That's all.
Salute the Mugga. He just said it. Like I said, yeah, we all know his track record. So, like you
Yeah,
said, we going off of what we can see with Drake and the stats. We don't know a whole because them stats is hidden. You know what I'm saying? So, I get what
yeah,
you're saying.
absolutely.
So,
So look, man, let's get into it, man. Speaking of Drake, Jadakiss gave him a lot of props on his podcast, but he also apologized to DJ Khaled in reference to some of the bars that he was spitting. You know what I'm saying? So, man, me personally, I don't think he should have apologized. I think he did it only because he's partnership with Fat Joe, and Fat Joe and DJ Khaled been brothers for a long time. But I don't feel that he deserved the apology. He just was calling what it was. He thought that the bars was hot, and that's just what it was. What's your thoughts? I
yeah, I
don't
don't
think he
think he should
deserved it.
apologize either. I agree. I think with Jadakiss, he's starting to get into the content creator bag and
Right.
doing with the podcast. You got to speak you know, how you feel about certain topics. And I understand he may have certain relationships with them, but
Mm-hmm.
if that's how you feel about the bars, that's how you feel about the bars. You were OG in the game, so you should have that right to feel however you feel about just a bars person. I don't think you attacking him, you know, as a man. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? But you're just
Right.
being an observer of what's going on as a podcaster. So I don't think he should apologize for that. I think it's basically, I don't know, because they got a relationship, whatever the case may be. But if
Right.
you're calling things how they are in rap, you're a
Mm-hmm.
podcaster. That's what you got to do. So yeah, I don't think you should apologize, man. You are OG in the game, and they should know that however you're talking about certain topics, you're not
Mm-hmm.
coming with disrespect. So
Right. Let me ask you this, because well, Maul feels that Drake didn't diss Khaled. He just said what he said about Free Palestine and everything between Green. You know what I'm saying? He don't feel like that was a diss. How do you feel? Do you feel those bars were deadly a diss? Like, how do you look at that?
it was a diss, and I love how Rory he basically rebutted what he said. He said, "Now, if they were cool, would you
Right.
bring this up?" He said, "No." That's what I'm saying. They weren't cool, so that was a diss. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He
Right.
basically was saying in the bars how you don't want to say nothing about the whole Palestine situation. How a lot and that was something I think Drake got that offline of how people were saying how DJ Khaled was quiet about the whole Palestine and
Yeah.
Israel situation. That was a diss.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You could
Right.
try to sugarcoat it as much as you want. That was a diss because you wasn't fucking with him. So that's how I
Yeah,
was.
and then you gotta go back to the optics of you seen Khaled rocking a shirt. I got two Drake new songs. You know, I mean, you was Draked out, bro. Let's keep it 100. Every time you had a
I
new
like
project,
what Drake likes.
right? I like what Drake exactly. So you can't, you can't run that play, bro, because you was really Draked out, and then when the shit went down, you act like you ain't know who Drake was. So you
Yeah.
can't you can't have it both ways, bro.
Yeah, you can't be the cheerleader and then all of a sudden you quiet and shit when it's game time. You know what I'm saying? You was a
Right,
cheerleader before, get your ass out in that motherfucking field, go cheer, nigga. You was talking about you want the same watch that he want, where he go to Turks and
yeah,
Caicos, the same
right.
vacations. Nah, nigga, you gotta speak up now. So
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly. So yeah, man. Now let's get into Ricky Rose. Now Ricky Rose was caught by a fan taking commercial flights, but not. Let me just give y'all the underlying context of it all, because everybody was like, "Well, he got a jet. He got a jet." Well, a few days ago, it's been proven that his jet hasn't took a flight in over a month. Now we don't know why Rick Ross jet is just being grounded, but it's not being able to go up for a reason, for whatever reason that is. I'm not an expert on private jets, on why they don't go up, why he don't got the dough, the gas. That ain't my lane. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay in my lane because I'm not a millionaire. Okay. So, but at the same time, it still looks crazy, because every time a nigga like a 50 Cent or Uncle Murder or Tony Ayo, you talking about they in commercial flights, they broke, they this, they that, well, you did
Yeah.
the same thing. So eye for one eye.
Yeah, what made it worse about the Rick Ross situation is because he was trying to hide. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? You trying to hide, bro. That's what made it worse. Like, we
Right.
understand it's easier to just take a commercial flight because it's cheaper. You doing it for the business side because I saw the other day to
Hmm.
charter an actual jet, even though he may have one and it's not current working, whatever the case may be, to charter
Right.
a jet, the lowest is like 50K. So if he got paid to go out to Colombia,
Right.
it don't make sense business wise. So to hop on a commercial flight to Colombia or wherever he was going, it just
Yeah.
looked cheaper. It's just that he was hiding. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if I was Rick Ross, I would have just, say what's up to the fans, but you hide and it makes it look worse. So
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely, man. Rick Ross, man, and mind you, he dropped a brand new song with T.I., which I was actually surprised because it was a time where I thought him and T.I. had friction as well. But they dropped a brand new song that just came out. I heard a little clip of it. Me personally, I like seeing down south rappers collaborate. I like seeing that era collaborate. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been a while before we seen like a T.I. and a Rick Ross or a Jeezy and a like that type of shit. We haven't seen that in a long time, so I like to see that.
yeah, it's good for them to collaborate. I think usually when T.I. and Rick Ross do a good drawing together, I think Nine Piece was the last drawing he did.
Yo, my man said all celebrities hide on flights on commercial.
Well, you know what? Going back to that, that is true. A lot of them do kind of
Yeah,
like they don't
right.
want all the attention, so
Yeah.
sometimes they may dress down. Like it's funny because when I went to Colombia coming back from Miami, I saw
Mhm.
in the Miami airport in the customs area, I saw Cynthia, but I didn't know it was her because she was dressed kind of like a tomboy, but she was
Mhm.
dressed down, and she
Right.
kind of saw me, and I think I recognized who she was, and she started smiling. But yeah, they do that, but. Going back to what you're saying, yeah, to see a
Yeah.
lot of down south guys get back together, especially the OGs, is definitely good to hear. And T.I. been on a fucking run, bro.
Oh my God,
Yo,
bro.
that Mr. Him, the last one he dropped, and he's been dropping some good shit. So
Shit, and
he's
and
been on
so
a run.
we know that album about to be good, because one thing about T.I., he knows how to make good singles and he knows how to make good albums.
Facts,
He
facts,
never disappoints, man. He never disappoints, man.
facts.
Now we got to get
265
into my man.
shit.
Now we got to get into my man Oschino. Now, if y'all have been under a rock, Oschino's been on a tear. He actually just dropped a video about Joe Buttons because Joe Buttons made comments about him not understanding the beef he has with Jay-Z. And let's be clear, I don't know why Joe Buttons don't understand it because Oschino been talking about Jay-Z for a long time. He's been talking about how he treated his brother state property, how he stole his style from Young Chris, how he stole the song from Sparks and different things like that. So yeah, he's been on that for forever. So I don't know why people ain't peeped that. But for me, I liked it. I thought it was dope. I thought the video could have been better. I know they didn't spend no money on it. You could tell they just kind of like went somewhere in Philly and just, boom, and this done. But overall, the bars and what he was saying, I liked it. I thought it was dope. What's your thoughts?
On what, the Joe Buttons or the diss itself?
Everything about Oschino, him dropping a video about Joe Buttons and just the diss itself.
I think with him right now, I think he kind of feels like everything is coming to fruition of what he said about Jay-Z, from the child that allegedly might be his, the daughter, and everything like that. I think
Hmm.
this is now the chickens is coming to roost when it comes to Oschino right now, and I
Right.
feel now he feels justified. Like, oh, Jace basically dissed me. Oh, he
Mhm.
must feel some type of way because what I'm saying is facts. So I love this. You know what I'm saying? I like how it was more of attacking Jay-Z more of a character. I don't think it was more to
Mhm.
be very bar heavy or whatever the case
Right.
may be. It was just more to attack his character, and the video was more about showing the daughter, the son, and it was just more of a man to man type
Hmm.
diss about his character. So I liked it. And
Yeah,
stuff
and
about
that's a
Joe
good
Budden.
point that Mark brought up. He said that it's all financial, and we all know that's what his angle is. Oschino is trying to land some type of deal in media. Whether it be what Jim Jones and Mano is doing, what they got their thing going on, they got a deal. What they're doing, they don't have a deal with an actual company, but they have a lot of advertising deals with different like prize picks and different things like that. So I think that that's the angle that Oschino is shooting for.
Yeah, he knows that he can get paid talking about all these beefs more than rapping about it. So it makes, like you said, like brother said, it's all financial at this point because he knows
Yeah.
any beef right now, he go on Instagram, 100,000 views, check in
Views.
his pocket. So it works out for him.
Yep, and it went viral quick. I mean,
Yeah,
every hip hop blog was sharing it, and I'm like, well, damn, they not giving Jay-Z no grace. They're just obliterating Jay-Z. Just let it get into it. They. Yeah, that's true too. But I really believe that, man. I believe that this generation, the academics, the not so much other media, but just certain media, they really can't stand Jay-Z. And they wanted to be known that Drake's better. And this is the part I hate because Drake's not better. He's nowhere near this man. And I love Drake, and my fucking homie call me over yo Bugsy. But I'm not dumb. I'm not delusional, okay? I love Drizzy, but he ain't fucking with Jay-Z. He's not fucking with Nas. He's not fucking with Biggie, okay? He just ain't. He ain't even fucking with Prodigy, okay? So we gonna kill all that. Like, we gonna chill on that. I love him. He dope. He's a dope artist. But when you start comparing him to certain artists, it's like, bro, like, you gotta leave that shit alone. Stop. Get off the drugs, please. Say no to drugs, okay? Stop snorting that shit. Cocaine. It's a hell of a drug.
I think I was watching something about this, and I think it's they were saying I think there's like a generational gap. I think where
Yeah, we talked
Jay
about
Z comes
this.
from, Jay Z comes from where celebrities, their word was their bond. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hung
Hmm.
on to every word that they did, everything. Now, when
Right.
you got the millennials to the Gen Zs, they're more like, no, we don't care about the money you got. What you did back 20 years ago is what you're doing now. So that's
Right.
why I think a lot of people is attacking him for the
Hmm.
Colin Kaepernick shit. And we really live in a more woke type society where it's like, oh yeah, you billionaire boy, but title,
Right.
the NFL. Like it's a
Right.
lot, and I think it's just what the generation right now. They just more looking towards who Jay-Z as the businessman, because that's all they dealt with. What for like the past 20 some years? His last album was 2017. He ain't
Yeah.
dropped nothing since then, so they can't really judge him off the music no more. It's all the business acumen. You get what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I think
And a
that's
lot
just
of people really couldn't relate to that album because it was too
yeah,
grown for them as well. So we got to take that consideration because he didn't
true.
make that album for the millennium. So the millenniums, that album went right over their donut. So
And
that's a
plus,
whole
he's
nother
telling the
thing.
younger rappers, we don't put money to their ears. So it kind of felt like he was kind of not. I know he wasn't attacking them, but it
But
was
that's how they took it.
yeah,
Because even Future commented on that. He made a comment about, that. And then I feel like that elevated it even more by him saying it. Because then
yeah,
after that, you seen more people even doing it even more. And then you seen people lining broke. The word broke with all the money. Even 50 Cent did it.
50 Cent. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So I think
So,
it's just a disconnect, man. I think that's what it is. I just they from our era, yeah, we put Jay Z up there because obviously the rapping, the albums, everything like that. This new
hmm
generation is just different. So,
for sure. Yeah, man. I do want to touch on Tupac. Like I said, tomorrow's his birthday, and I'm a super fan of Tupac. I think that his influence. I think actually Tupac is the most influential rapper of all time, in my opinion. I think Lil Wayne and a couple other rappers and Kanye West is right there with him. You know what I mean? But Tupac for me is just different, bro. And it's crazy because sometimes when you bring up GOAT, people always say Tupac, and it'd be other generations. It doesn't just be my generation. It'd be millennials. It'd be whatever generation X, whatever the ones you were naming with the Meek Mill shit. Tupac, Tupac, Tupac. That's what you be saying. You be saying that a lot, and he just influenced a lot of different things, bro. And especially the whole thing where you could be a rapper and an actor. And I'm so mad that his life was cut off because I truly believe that if he was able to sustain and be alive, his acting would have been. He would have got an Oscar. In my
oh
opinion, he
yeah.
would eventually got an Oscar because that's how good he was at acting.
Yeah, Tupac's legacy is something that's etched in stone. It's when you have multiple generations that still wear Tupac shirts, death row stuff. It just keeps going on, and then
And my coworker had on a Tupac shirt today, and I don't think she even knows that his birthday tomorrow because she's only 23.
what? That's
23.
crazy.
Yeah.
The impact, man. It's like saying, a lot of people feel like the stuff that he was saying 30 something years ago is still taking place now, and
Yeah, like the song Changes.
yeah.
Some
So
of the stuff he said in Changes with the war, with our, like, we are in it now. And he
mhm.
always was forward thinking. That's why I always look at Nipsey as the modern Tupac to a certain extent, because some of his victory lap songs are some of the things that we're seeing from the business standpoint and from getting your people right standpoint and having that entrepreneurial spirit minded. That's that Nipsey, brother.
And
Yeah.
Tupac is very relatable on all ends, from the people
Oh, it
that, from the
is.
multimillionaires to the
To
homeless man on the street
three.
compared to Tupac. You
Because
get what
Dear
I'm saying?
Mama, whoever made it, that's the best mom song in rap history, bro. You can't,
Oh yeah,
how can you top Dear Mama?
no
How can you
comparison.
top it?
There's no comparison at all.
And when he dealt with a lot of issues, especially Brenda's Got a Baby, you're talking about a young girl that was 12 years old that decided to go and do what she did and got molested, you know what I'm saying, and wanted to get rid of the baby. So it's just, bro, that subject alone could have conversations going on forever. And that's why he said what he said. I'm a spark to bring a next one. And he continues to spark to bring. I mean, his music is being studied at USC Berkeley. Need I say more? What rapper you know music and lyrics are being studied by college students?
That is crazy. That's yeah. It's touching the stone, man.
It,
You just
it
you had
just
said
leaves you
something about him
speechless. It's like,
initially.
what can you really say? It's like just like when Yeezy drops the mic, or when Yeezy came on the stage and said Beyonce should won. It's like, bro, it's like moments like that. Like Pac had so many moments like that. You can't even,
Yeah, the goat, man.
Right. It's like, if you don't got that nigga in your top five, bro, what the like, and I want to say this too before we get off this. Even Big Daddy Kane said he hates when people try to minimize Tupac's lyrical ability. He said he's a lyricist. He said, I'm a lyricist. I'm telling you. I studied this man. This is Big Daddy Kane we're talking about. And
Mm.
he's from fucking Brooklyn. Okay? And mind you, even though Tupac's from New York, he never claimed it. He never claimed it, bro.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
and
Yeah, I
that's and
remember.
that's
Yeah.
coming from a Brooklyn nigga. You know what I'm saying? A nigga that was riding with Jigga, a nigga that was showing Biggie what it was. You know what I'm saying? A big, you know what I mean? It's just crazy, bro. It's crazy. So
Just to add on before we go to the next one, I think he got a song with Pac, don't he? Big Daddy
Big
Kane.
Daddy Kane.
I think
If
he
he
do.
do, and if
It
he
didn't come
does,
out though. It didn't come out. It was an unreleased song, but he do got a song with him though. I think. If I remember correctly, I think he do
mhm,
got a song with Pac.
okay. And if he does, he probably do, because keep in mind he had a lot of unreleased music as well. He had a
Yeah.
lot of unreleased music.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before we go, bro, I do want you to tell me, do you have like a top three Tupac moments or Tupac songs that kind of like hit you, like make you think, like something that really resonates with you? I know I do.
Um, that you said it resonate with me. Actually, I was gonna pick some of John's that I like that are my favorite. If you want to say relates, I would say changes definitely.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure. Yeah.
10. You can't see me.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my favorite Tupac songs. Third one, who relates. I would Hail Mary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hail
Hail
Mary.
Mary, man.
Hail Mary.
Yeah, man, for me, man, it's going to always be keep your head up, because I
Mm,
think that keep your head up relates not only for the woman that he was talking to, Jada Pinkett, in the video, but it also relates to you as a man or as an individual, that no matter what goes on, you got to keep your head up. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Even though he was touching on women and them being the focal point of our lives because we come from a woman, like he said, but overall, you have to keep your head up because life will knock you down, but you still
fact,
got to keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many messages you can get from that song. And that's why I always tell people sometimes you got to go back and retrack and listen to these songs, because these songs can resonate with you today. Because if
fact.
you're having a bad day and you still keep your head up, it's not saying it's going to bring you up out of it, but that's going to make you think like, damn, I got to get on my shit. I got to keep my head up.
Timeless music, man. That's a lot of, and that's something that's very missing right
Lacking.
now. It's
Yeah.
very lacking right now. It's a lot
Yeah.
of
So,
microwave
so
music, and
yeah, it just comes and goes.
yeah,
Also, dear mama, you know what I mean, dear mama. I lost my mama, but even before I lost my mama, that still was one of my favorite Tupac songs.
yeah.
And also, man, and this might, I don't think this is gonna throw people off, but I always like, I wonder why they call you bitch, because the reason why that song is so important, because literally that's the reason why. Okay, and even though Dolores Tucker and Calvin Butts tried to take away the music and because it was cussing and all this and all that stuff, look at the message. Because if you dressing a certain way and you doing certain shit, a nigga gonna call it how you see it. It's fucked up. It could be
Yeah,
disrespectful, but it also can make you look in the mirror at yourself to check yourself because someone's pulling your coattail.
that's
And
true.
it's no malice, but sometimes women gotta check themselves because they wear a mask and they're covering something up instead
Mm,
of coming with the real. And that's why I always like Tupac because he always came with the real. No matter how it might hurt you on the inside, no matter how you might take it, he gave it to you raw and uncut.
that's true.
So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
Great.
man.
Great.
Now, the last topic is what is the best hip hop album so far in 2026? And for me, it's a tie. I have The Fall Off and Iceman as a tie because I think that a
Yeah,
lot of people a lot of people just said it came and went. Well, it might have did come and went Fall Off, but it's a really good project.
it is.
And I know that J. Cole put his heart and soul, and it took him so long to get to where he got with this project. And I can't just announce it like, oh, Iceman, fuck you. Nah, I ain't doing that. It's time Fall Off Iceman for me. But I'll let you go, brother.
I agree. I agree. You know what I'm saying? The Iceman and they the top two. It's crazy
Yeah.
because we're only in June, bro.
June.
We're
Right.
only in June.
June.
And that's two. We already got two bangers. So it's like, who gonna come with the next one that's gonna be better than them two? You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So man,
I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
who can do it. And I'm not saying it can't be done because anything's possible. I don't really know who's dropping later in 2026. I know Tara Wack dropped a project. I wanted to talk about it, but I didn't really get a chance to listen to it. And she has
It
a
came out.
listening. She dropped a mixtape. Yeah.
It came out when? It came out today.
It came out Friday.
Oh damn, I didn't know. I definitely want to
Yeah,
check that out.
and she having a
Good.
listening party and you can get tickets like and on June 17th she having a listening event and you can get tickets. They still available. So anybody that wants to go, you can still go. She
Mm,
just posted the link like I think yesterday. But
I'm
yeah.
gonna check it out. Yeah, definitely. Tara Wacky.
So, yeah, Tara
Grande.
Wagman, she dope as hell. I always look at her as a toss up between Missy Elliott
Yeah,
and Bahamadia. She got a lot of just so much. I can't even. She's an artist you can't put in a box, bro.
you
She's
can't.
so diverse,
You
but she
can't
got so
categorize
many
Tara
different
Wacky.
layers, bro.
Yeah, you can't categorize her. Her last album that dropped like 2024, Worldwide Whack. That should have been album of the year in my opinion. Rap album of the year in 2024, in my opinion.
Really?
You gotta listen to Worldwide Whack.
I listened to it, but I didn't listen to it multiple times. I'll say that, but I did listen to it. I love Tara Wack a lot. I really.
She is, oh man, like you said, no
And
categorize.
she got a song on Jill Scott album. I don't know. It's called North Philly. That
Oh
shit
really?
is yes. She does. She Jill
Mm,
Scott sings the song, but she has a verse on there. And when I tell you they both was on they North Philly shit, woo!
I gotta hear that. I got
I'm gonna send it to you.
yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
that's
send it
pretty
to you because
definitely.
you
I got
got you got Spotify, right?
yeah,
Okay, perfect.
yeah.
But man, this is another edition of IG Live, man. This is Do It for Hip Hop podcast, man. My man JK, let him know how you can get with my man JK. He gonna let you know.
JK Playawave on Instagram and TikTok. Check out my YouTube. Sorry, Playawave TV. My new series called Rap Caveat. I'm gonna record
Yes.
something soon. I just dropped something about I think what was it DDG? I think it was
Yeah,
DDG. The last thing
DDG.
I dropped
Yep.
about.
Yep.
No. I'm sorry. I talked about Streamers University. How
Yeah,
Kai
Wakasa
Cenat is
not. Yeah.
killing it, and how
Yeah.
the rappers want to be streamers. Like it's crazy right
It
now.
is.
So
But
that's
I
what
do
that is.
but
So
like I said before, Andre Broner and his friend, they killing it.
they murdering it right now.
I
Crazy.
seen them
Shout out to
dancing
Adrian
to
Broner.
and shout out to Young Miami. She killing it right now with spin that. She killing it. She just went up 12 spots to 33, and I'm sure she'll be number one in the next couple of weeks. The way
Mm,
it keeps getting added, and she's popping out at all these events. She just was at the Babies Festival with 50 Cent, ASAP Rocky, and
yeah.
Bootsy, and she killed it. So shout out to her, man, because they really doubted her after City Girls dismantled, and they said she wasn't gonna make it. She's the corniest one, and I never believed that, and even told her she needed to get her CDLs, and I'm like, what? I said off of City Girls likeness alone, off of the song she got alone, she should be able to go out here, do spot dates, do shows, do parties, and kill it and get
Yeah,
money. So I think that her relationship with Diddy put a bad stain on her rep, but I think this is bringing her back to the masses.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, it just took it. Just JT was more in the spotlight because she just focused on the music, and
Hmm.
she didn't really get into the other stuff. But it's good that she's getting back into the fold, though. Yeah.
Yeah, for real. And I like her. She was just in Philly last night at Mr. Ivy. So I like her.
Oh,
I'm a fan
yeah,
of her music when she does party records. Now when she
yeah,
just does regular records and she just talking about pussy and fucking and money, nah. But if she's strictly trying to get the party popping, is because just like when the City Girls did that song with Usher, I thought that song should have got a bigger push because that song had the roller skating world killing that. Like roller skating niggas was loving it.
yeah.
That had Cascade on tilt every fucking Sunday. So for me, yeah, she knows how to make a song when it comes to that. Now, all that other shit, like, nah, I ain't with it. But when it comes to party songs, Young Miami, she's a beast. I give her a props, and she has that voice, and she know how to go in and out on certain songs real well. So I give her the props for that. But yeah,
Shout out to her, man. Shout
yeah,
out to her.
man, yeah, man, fucking Diddy crazy though, paying that bitch millions of dollars just to chill with it. Like what?
I think I seen something like that, and I was just like, it's crazy how people just got money just to throw away. It's just crazy how they just got the money to throw away.
I be wanting them niggas to give me 3 or 4% of that. Because the
Right,
moment you do, I'm gonna make Do It for Hip Hop Pod look like the best cake you ever seen in your fucking life and the best cake you ever ate in your fucking life. Because if I got money to put towards this brand, bro, on that type of level, I'm talking 6K. I'm trying to make shit look like a movie for real.
for real. It's crazy. And
I'm
what you
like,
call
I'm like, yeah, my boy Steven, know I love y'all, but we about to go film this shit in fucking Orlando just because.
right?
I'll fucking side with 6K cameras. You know what I mean, bro? So yeah, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, make sure you check out the pod. We will be back the 30th live, the whole gang. I just reached out to Nine, man. I don't know what's up with her, man. Keep my girl Nine in your prayers. I don't know what's up. I'm not saying something wrong, but usually she don't take this long to hit me back. So y'all, I think we should keep prayers for the whole game, just because God come
Yeah.
first. So it
That's
does.
what we
Pray
need
for
some
my
prayer
man
right now.
JK. Pray for me. Pray for the whole game. Pray for this pod to go to the next level. Just pray
Yeah.
for us as a whole, man. Nothing got to be wrong for prayer.
Listen, man, we just need the support, man.
That's
Y'all,
it, man.
shout
That's
out to
all we
everybody
need.
that tapped in. I know
Yep.
we usually put the fly out and all that, but we just
We did a Beyonce and a Drake. Like fuck it.
yeah, drop it on
Drop it on them.
them.
Fuck it. I did put
Yeah,
it in my Instagram note on both pages though, but outside of that, I didn't let nobody know shit. But yeah, man. Once again, man, make sure you check us out, Dover Hip Hop Pod. Check out my man JK, Rap Caveat, and Bugsy Media Group. You already know what it is. See y'all soon, man. And make sure you check the YouTube channel out because this will be available soon. My man JK is a beast on the editing. You know what I mean? Salute to my bro. Oh, and by the way, I want to thank my bro for sliding. He's a real one. So, what's your friend name?
my homie.
Yeah, that came
Oh,
through.
Drake, my man Drizzy. Shout out to Drake. What's up?
Shout
Yeah.
out to my man Drizzy, and we talked about we're gonna be international brothers getting our passport stamped soon. So be on the tune with that, and I'm gonna have, and
Passport Bugsy. Oh man.
I'm gonna have, I gotta figure this out because a trip like this, bro, you gotta have a cameraman. And
Oh
I know you can get that little mini one that holds and it rolls. I forget the name. I'm actually gonna get that, but you know what I'm talking about, right? I
yeah.
get
It's
that.
called a. I think it's called it's like a GoPro or something. I know you talking about though. I know you talking about.
But you can immediately take the thing out and upload it to YouTube and all that.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I just saw they had it on sale for something. I'm gonna send you the link.
Yeah,
The
send me
little
the link because I'm
yeah
grabbing.
yeah.
Yeah, man, and that's going to be a Father's Day gift to myself because Father's Day is this weekend, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
also Juneteenth. So shout out to my African liberation people. To my bro who's originally, got his parent. Now, mind you, I know my parents is African American, but his parents is actually was born in Africa, so it's a big difference. You feel me?
You
They
already
don't, they
know.
not Americanized people. You feel me? So yeah, salute
Fact.
to my bro on that.
Straight
But
from
yeah,
Sierra
man, this
Leone.
was dope, man. My bro for life, and man, I'll see y'all soon, man. I'll hit you up, bro.
All
Peace.
right, bro. Know
All
that.
right.